What's going on, traders? Today I want to talk to you about support and resistance levels, why they're important, and how you can not only identify them, but use them to make better decisions when taking your trades. Whether as a day trader, a swing trader, or a long-term investor, it's always great to identify support and resistance levels so you have clear understanding of where the market can bounce, where it can begin to peak and sell off, and everything in between. So let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, traders? Johnny here with another video. Please smash that like button for me and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. So I did bring up QQQ. This is Invesco QQQ Trust. This is the overall NASDAQ market. And what I like about this is it made a very clear indication on Friday for all of you who watched our live day trading session. We're able to see that this was painting a very clear picture from lows of $5.99, right around $600 support, to highs of 610, and then seeing a double bounce and then a triple top for resistance. Now it didn't go down as low as we wanted, but it actually closed at about $608. But why is this important? Well, for all of you who have not watched or joined any of my live day trading sessions, I highly recommend you go back and watch some of those videos. Now, where can you find them? You can find them in the Discord. First link in the description below. You can join us and you can watch me trade live as soon as Monday. And you can go back and watch over 2 years of archived live stream videos on your own time. Again, it's 100% free, lifetime access to join our LTE Discord. But for all of you who maybe did not tune in or are not sure even about trading or support and resistance levels, we have a lot of new traders joining our team. We have a lot of new subscribers, and maybe you're just new in general to the overall stock market and trading. So why are support and resistance levels so important? Well, sometimes stocks do bounce off of key levels. As you can see, 600, if we go back to say a 30-minute time frame, 600 has been a pretty key support for the last few days. And if we go back to say a 4-hour time frame, you can see that 637 was a very key level for resistance. It topped here, it dropped to 579, and then at one point it pushed up to 637 again, and it dropped back down to 580. Now you can also say there's a lot of resistance right around maybe 629, 628-ish, kind of around that level. You could even say as much as 630. And this is how we identify and draw our resistance levels, about 628.50. Now, support and resistance levels are great to identify key levels of where a stock potentially can bounce and where it can potentially hit a peak and begin to sell off. Now, there's also other strategies where people will do like a resistance breakout, or they'll break out trade to get to higher levels or lower levels. But these are usually key points when trading due to one thing, right? People usually tend to buy more at whole numbers like 600 compared to like 603 cents, right? Or other milestones like 610 is more likely of a resistance than say 608.63, right? Now, it's not always perfect, but when you're able to identify support and resistance levels, it actually makes trading much easier. Now, as it bounced off of 600, it pushed up, and that would actually showcase a bullish trend, which would make you probably want to take a long position. Maybe you're waking up in the morning and you're seeing this at, 602. Well, would you rather buy at $602, knowing that there's potentially a support level at 600, and that you have the potential to make, say 1.3% on a 0.3% stop loss? Well, yeah, I would totally love that more, right? So buying at 602, that gives you the strategy to go long on this position, right? You identified a support very early in the morning. There is the possibility it can go back down to this support. Maybe you're buying at 601 and now you have a better risk to reward. You identified this pre-market. You understood that there was some support levels going throughout this level here. You know, you got up early. You were very adamant about looking at this company, and you can see you have a 0.16% stop, or almost about $1 stop loss, to make potentially a $9 profit, or 1.5% on this trade. Now obviously I wouldn't trade QQQ, I'd probably trade TQQQ because it does offer a little bit more percentage gain as far as QQQ, because this is a triple leveraged ETF, okay? But by identifying that, say, 48 was a key support level and 50.45 was a pretty common resistance level, then you could also make that assumption that, okay, hey, I'm going to go long on TQQQ pre-market, right? Maybe I'm buying at 48.25, right? I'm risking about 20 cents to potentially make $2.20. So you're risking a very small amount to make a pretty high amount, right? So your risk to reward ratio is much better due to identifying support levels. Now, this resistance level, let's go back to QQQ. You can actually see that QQQ had a previous resistance level, not Thursday, but on Wednesday, at around the same level. So by identifying this resistance right off the bat and identifying even a key support, say right here at 600, you can see on a 30-minute time frame here, okay, let's look at this. There's support, 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 resistance, and resistance. So QQQ has been trading within this horizontal pattern by validating that 600 is a strong support and about 609 to 610 is a strong resistance level. And then that way we can make a better decision when taking this trade, which means, okay, I wouldn't mind buying down at 601, 602, because I know that my risk to reward is much better. I have a very low risk and a very high reward on this trade setup. Now, what you wouldn't want to do is, say, get in at this level, right? You're like, oh man, it's at 608. I could probably get to 610. Now that's possible, but look at the downside. You have much more risk than you do reward. You're buying at the top instead of down at support. And a lot of times beginner traders can get a little bit mixed up with support and resistance to where they think it's going to go much higher. They didn't validate resistance. Maybe they're buying right here on the dip. They're like, okay, I'm going to buy this dip here area because I know it can go higher. And maybe it does go higher for a moment. So there's a 50-50 chance. Or what if you bought up here? What if you bought up here at 609? It comes down because it's already at resistance and you get discouraged and you sell down here for a loss. And then it spikes back up and goes back up. And we can get into another video about trend lines and how this actually shows bullish direction moving up along with the 45 EMA. It had a crossover here identifying bullish sentiment that it would also push higher. I do have videos on that as well, and I can make more videos in the future talking about trading when this is above the moving average and when there's crossovers. But you wouldn't necessarily want to buy at 609 right at the peak of 610 thinking it'll go to 615, 620, and when in reality it actually just begins to sell off, right? And then you could actually see a huge percentage loss, especially if it goes back down to support. So with that said, I want you guys to get more comfortable buying at lows at support and selling at the highs at resistance. That is where I want you to practice this week, in our next week of trading, identifying support and resistance levels. That's your homework, okay? If you're an LTE member, that is your weekly homework for this week. Go through a list of companies and try to spot and identify key support and resistance levels, and then report back to me in the Discord, whether through a DM or just in one of our chats, and showcase some of those support and resistance levels. I encourage you to ask questions. If you do have any questions, feel free to comment in the video or reach out to me in the Discord. First link in the description. And if you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as Monday morning, click that first link in the description. It's 100% free lifetime access for right now. We have about 200 spots left, and then we will be moving everyone over to a paid Discord where you will still be able to continue to watch my live day trading sessions. And if you get in now, you will never have to pay for any of my future live streams, any of my future updates on the Discord, or my Learn to Earn Academy course that I will be coming out with later on in March to potentially April. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, and tune in for tomorrow's Sunday Stock Talk. We will be doing a giveaway if we hit double-digit viewership, depending on how many people join. So make sure you show up, and I'll see you there. Have a great day, guys.